Hey guys. This video is about my birth plan, kind of. My not so birth plan, if that makes sense. It's not really much I'm requesting at the hospital or anything like that, because things can change. Um, let's see what else. Sorry if this video is gonna be long, white, whatever way, vertical, whatever. It's not gonna be landscape-ish, because I don't know, I can't hold my phone really well like that, so excuse me. I'm here drinking coffee. It's right there. It's good. So, my video is gonna be all over the place like always, because that's how I am. Let's see where I can start. I'm getting nervous. Obviously, I only have 2 weeks left, and I'm a nervous wreck. And some people are like, "What the heck are you nervous about? You already had a baby." But that was 6 years ago, and I don't know how I did that. Like, I don't know if I ever explained how my birth experience. I don't think I ever explained that. I think I did one like a little briefly, but I never really went. I can tell you detail by detail because I can't remember everything. But I was 21 and I had my son. Got pregnant at 20, 21, had him. And I was pretty young. And my plan was to have him naturally, and my plan was never to have him naturally. One, I'm a sucker for pain. Like, I cannot tolerate pain for anything in the world. Yeah. So for me to do it natural, that's like someone. Well, I always tell everyone, if I can do it, you can do it, because I'm not good with pain. My belly button piercing, I'm like freaking out trying to put a ring in it months after it's already healed. So you know how that goes. So when I gave birth to my son, I went through all my labor pains at home. And when I got to the hospital, I was only there for like, let's see, maybe 4 hours, and I already had him. So my plan the whole entire time was to get epidural. I have scoliosis. It's not really bad scoliosis, but it's there. My spine is turned a little bit. And I always ask my OBGYN, can I get epidural even though I have scoliosis? She was like, yes. She's always told me yes. And thank goodness she always said yes, because she would have told me no, I've been freaking out my whole entire pregnancy. But no, now I found out that you actually could. And I've heard people that have scoliosis that actually had epidural done. So, in my head, I'm like, I'm going to go through all the pains that I can. I'm going to get the epidural when I'm in a lot of pain. So, yeah, around 7 centimeters, I was like, I can't take this anymore. I need epidural. So the guy, anesthesiologist, comes, and before he does anything, I'm like, first of all, I have scoliosis. Can you do this? He's like, I don't know if he looked at it. I forgot what he was doing. The baby's like, oh, hurting me. I don't know. He just was iffy. He was like, well, and I'm like, if you're gonna be iffy, I'm not gonna let you do it. Like going to go for like heart surgery or something. I'm like, this is my first time, and I don't know if I can do heart surgery, but I'm just gonna do it. Or someone says, I don't know if I can do layers, but I'll try. No, you're already doubtful and stuff. That's it. I was like, never mind. I don't want to forget it. Is there anything else I can have? And doctor's like, there was some other stuff, but it wouldn't kick in right away, or it will cause harm, not harm to the baby, but it would like stress the baby out. I'm like, I don't want anything that's gonna stress the baby out. I was like, no, no, no. And he was so sweet. My doctor was like, you know what? You're 7 centimeters. You're almost there. And I could break your water, and everything's gonna go by smooth. I could quicken up things. I was like, all right, I guess I'm gonna have to do it. And the thing I was scared of the most wasn't the contractions. It was down in that area. I'm like, how much in pain I'm gonna be down there. And you know what? To be honest with you, I don't know if it's like this for everybody. You don't feel any pain down the wall. The only pain you feel down in that area is in your butt. Like literally. You feel like you're pooping a baby out instead of it coming out the other way. That's how it feels. So I was just scared of that part, but yeah. The only time I actually felt, and I don't know, it's because he did cut me. He did an episiotomy. he just knew the bed was too big for me, so he had to do that. And when he did that, he numbed me down there. So I was kind of numb, but the real pain, the only time that I kind of not screamed, but I was like, ow, was when my son's shoulders came out, because obviously that's the widest part of your body. When that came out, that's when I was like, ow, ow, ow. But he's already out on his shoulders, the rest just bloop, just pops out pretty well. So yeah, that was my plan last time. Like, I didn't have a plan at all last time. All I said was that I'm gonna get epidural if I'm in a lot of pain. That's it. And I ended up doing it natural, and I was just like the happiest person because I did it natural, and I'm like, look at me, my first baby, and did it natural, and I'm 21 years old, and I did it, and I'm a sucker for pain, and I did it. That's how I was so happy that I did it like that. Yeah, well, I got my whole 3rd-degree cut, had a lot of stitches. I was in a lot of pain on that area. But this time around, I'm like, I still don't want epidural, even though you could get it, because everyone that gets it, they always complain later on, like, oh, my back hurts, or oh, it didn't even take effect, or it was too late to take effect, and then all of a sudden I was this and that. Or they'll say, it numbed them halfway, or like, or like, give me more coffee. Hold on. My stomach is making a lot of noise. So, I'm just nervous. Because what if this one's not, what if this labor and delivery is not as smooth as last time, like, what if the contractions are more painful, or, my body just, I think it's because I'm just overthinking it, and I'm looking at other moms on YouTube that had a more rough time their second time around. There was people that didn't natural the first time and the second time they didn't. I'm like, how in the world does that happen? Like, how do you do it the first time and the second time you can't? Like, one lady got stuck. She got stuck at like 9 centimeters, and she actually went backwards and went to 8. I'm like, how do you go backwards? That is freaking crazy. It, like, scared the crap out of me. I was like, oh my god, I need to stop looking at videos. Yeah, but this time, my plan is just take it easy. And then this time it's just me and my husband, hopefully. Oh my god, my stomach. I don't know if you guys, I'm pretty sure you can't hear it, but it's so hilarious. When you're in a quiet classroom, all of a sudden your stomach starts to growl. Anyway, so, let's see, what else saying? Yeah, so it's just gonna be me and my husband. God forbid, my husband's like, oh, I'm on my way, but I can't get there. My mom will be, somebody's gonna be with me. My mom, hopefully. If Jacob comes before my mom gets here, I'm gonna have to be there by myself because my mother-in-law cannot be in there. She's gonna be taking care of my kid, so basically. So yeah, just and another thing I don't like is people when like you see videos and you see birth stories and whatever on TV and they're like yelling. It's not. That's yelling when you're having a contraction. You're fucking sorry, not a curse, but when you're scaring all the other mothers that are probably not even having contractions, you're like, oh my god, you don't need to yell. You don't just breathe. It's gonna make it worse. I did not yell ever when I was pushing my son out or whatever, or when I was having contractions. I did not. I was just like, oh, like complaining. But this time I'm not gonna even make any noises, so I'm just gonna breathe and just stay to myself. Yeah, that's about it. And just keep motivating my own self. Like, you know what? The more painful it is, means it's almost done. The baby's getting closer and closer to getting, to arriving. That's all you have to think about. Let me see what else. And the doctor told me about the episiotomy. He doesn't know if I'm gonna need it again. I think I'm doing like I know this one's bigger. He has to be bigger. I'm pretty sure I have to get cut again, which sucks. But sometimes he says like when you're pushing and you're tearing, then, like, if you're pushing, you do first push already and you're already tearing. Yeah, but if you're not tearing, he's just not going to do it. Sometimes a baby could just give you a small little tear, not as much as he would cut you if he had to. Let's see what else. I'm trying to think of everything. This is why you should write down stuff. But yeah, I'm just nervous. Just don't want to go through too much pain. And I don't want my body to stop. Like I did last time, and I hope I can always do it. I don't want any complications. And I just gotta make sure I don't know what nurses that if I tell the nurses that are in the labor and delivery or tell them after, but I don't care. I'm letting everybody know. My child is not to get not one bottle, not formula, nothing. I want strictly breastfeeding. I want him to stay the night with me. I didn't even do that with my son. I always kept him in the nursery and brought him with me during the day or whatever. I was like so out of it, and I didn't even have crazy drugs or nothing. I was just very tired. So yeah, this time around I really want to be a little bit strong. I mean, I was strong, of course. Didn't natural, what the heck? But I want to be a little stronger this time. I want to be able to not quit on breastfeeding at all and keep the baby with me. And yep, and it'll be over quick, hopefully. Last time was 19 hours of labor from the beginning. Twinged, the first little transaction, look at me, contraction, all the way till he was born. It was 19 hours. I'm hoping this time is like at least 8, maybe 4 at home, or 5 hours at home and a couple in the hospital. That's what I'm hoping for. And yeah, I'm just getting nervous that he's gonna come before. But he needs to at least hold till October 25th. Parents come. My mom's like, no, I don't want him to come, my mom. It's gonna be what I say. Not really what I say is what the baby wants, but yeah, he could hold off to the 25th. I don't need to be pregnant any longer, but if he wants to stay in there all the way to his due date and 2 days past the due date, I don't care. Just don't come before my parents. That's it. That'll be the best thing. So I think that's all I gotta say. This is already 12 minutes long. It's like a little rant of how nervous I'm getting and anxious, and just seeing all this baby stuff. It's like, oh my god, we're having a baby. I don't think you're ever fully prepared. I have mostly all the essentials I need for the baby, but I'm just freaking out over the labor and delivery, the hardest part. Because everything else, but the breastfeeding, I'm kind of nervous about too, because I really, really want to breastfeed. I don't want to give him a bottle until he's like 3 weeks. So I really hope it works well, that he gets enough supply and everything. He latches good. I don't have any problems at all, because, yeah, hungry crying baby in the middle of the night, it's not good. I mean, I'm going to try my best to do the best that I can, but if he cries so much like he can't latch on right or something, that's why I want to perfect it at the hospital. It's very important to perfect it at the hospital. You're there for like 2 nights in a day or something like that. And yeah, as long as I feed him like every hour or two, he should get used to latching and all that good stuff. But sometimes people even have bad luck. They just, oh, I did perfectly fine at the hospital. All of a sudden I got home and bam, I don't know what happened. I was like, how in the world does that happen? I don't know if I overthink it, something crazy like that would probably happen. So I'm trying to stay calm and everything. So yeah, let me end this video. If you guys got any questions and stuff, just ask me, okay?